Yo, yo. What's crack-a-lackin', everybody? Back with another watch list. Starting off a new month with March going into this week. Continues to be the theme recently with large caps being in play. Recent market volatility has brought the attention to the larger cap names. Palantir and Tesla, I think, have been a notable couple that people have been trading a lot. And then Tesla was the main watch with earnings for a lot of people, but this one doesn't really have a clear trend. This one's more in consolidation, where Palantir had gone parabolic. So if you're familiar with what I typically like to watch on the small cap side, it's typically in the edges into mean reversion and bounces and parabolic shorts and those sort of dailies. So that's why Tesla and Palantir were a more familiar spot for me. So Tesla, I know a couple people are holding this thing overnight with the first Green Day opportunity there on Friday. But this sort of midday failed follow through setup, that was enough for me to not really warrant an overnight position on it. It did come back nicely, and I think word is that it's gapping up overnight. We had quite the move in Bitcoin that went from like 80 to like 95K like a few hours ago. So things going nuts again. So likely a gap up in MSTR, which I think closer I can get to 300. I think more likely I would be to want to short MSTR. The bigger it gaps, the more I'm going to look for a failed follow through setup to prove that thesis. Let's see what it's at. I'll check. IB's got overnight trading. Yeah, so it's trading at 295 right now, which is wild from a 250 close. So if this thing is gapping up 295, I'm going to be looking at that for a gap short. Yes, it moves with Bitcoin, but the business model behind MSTR is flawed, and we've got so many bag holders on this daily chart stuck overhead. So as close as it can get to this daily VWAP, the more I like that one. How's it going, Chris? Nice to see ya. Palantir, I was looking for that 84 breakdown. It gapped down below it, so I didn't have any trades on that one last week. I'll just let it do its thing at this point. Reddit, double bottom. This one held those 150s that I was looking for the breakdown trade on. So ideally can go sideways in this channel, and then still looking for that 154 breakdown. Turner, small cap side, nice little breakout there. History of failed spikes. And we get another couple failed spikes that holds trend and now starting to re-break through the 250s. So if this isn't gapping too much, I like dips versus those 250s, using that 230s as a guide. But I like all week opens for a trend join, possible 3+. Tesla, I think this favors a gap up given the harsh sell-off. But like I say, I'm not positioned for that anyways. And then Orgo, this one is a earnings winner from Thursday evening going into Friday, and right off the open, into open, I believe it was. Oh, we did wait for open. Into open, it started to grind. I thought it started to spike before open, but it did wait till open. Started running like crazy. Morning spike, sideways consolidation, re-break into the afternoon. So week open flushes. I like for a possible red to green. Would use the same setup, just to the flip side of a failed fall through setup. We typically on failed fall through, I like a push, a pull, and once that prior support starts to become resistance and trickle off, So I'd look for this to flush, pop. Now we've got a resistance level set, and once that resistance starts to become support and consolidate and perk off of it, then that's how I like to trade weak opens. Roland Wolf calls it a gap and crap reversal, and I like to use that setup criteria for a bunch of weak open names like that. So Master will probably be my main watch going into tomorrow. Some people like to trade these inverse names. This one's down at like $20 or so. So if Master gaps up and fails to fall through, then this gap down will get bought back up. But given that I think big picture wise MSTR is gonna fade, then this one being an inverse of it, the lower MSTR goes, the higher MSTZ goes. So, see where we're at. But yeah, so probably Turner and MSTR, probably my main two going into tomorrow. What's up, Stuff and Such? Sam, I believe it was, wasn't it? Other than that, I think I will leave it there. Cap it off at the watch list and see you guys back around here tomorrow. So have a great evening. Let's get ready for battle tomorrow. Just watched Jeff's interview on IU. He talked about nailing baseline trade setup helps nail A+ setups. What would you consider a baseline setup? I'll answer that quick before I go. A baseline setup are like those day-to-day trades. They kind of build that cushion. I think the guys over at Prop, they trade so many different things that I haven't gotten there yet, where I'm trading 20 different setups in a given day and building up that P&L for that A+ that comes around. I'm typically waiting for those big picture setups that they're building the cushion for, and then I'm just sizing up into those. So typically I'm not trading every day, but then every couple days, every few days, those A-grade setups come around, and I typically just push the envelope there. But it's definitely something, I heard Jeff mention that on the interview, it's definitely something I could work on, that maybe like you're saying, those gap and craps, they work 70% of the time. So maybe those day ones are something I try to put a strategy around and build up that P&L, that income day after day after day, and then just push it a little bit. But what I've been doing is just trying to push it a little bit when those main setups come around. It's just I don't have that trading like day to day that builds up that cushion. But I don't know. I guess it's whatever works. I don't know. Alrighty. Good question. Thank you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace.